explain all the feelings that you're making me feel. My heart's in overdrive and you're behind the steering wheel. Touching you, touching me, touching you, God, you're touching me. I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. There's a chance to make it now. We rock it till the sun goes down. I believe in a thing called love. I wanna kiss you every minute, every hour, every day. You got me in a spin, but everything is a-okay. Touching you, touching me, touching you, God, you're touching me. Thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. There's a chance I can make it now. You rock it till the sun goes down. I believe in a thing called love. Hello everybody, hi Natasha. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my second live stream today. Good evening, everybody. Hello, welcome. Because I never know when live streams are really going to happen. Didn't know this was going to happen tonight, but I'm happy to be here with you. Hope you enjoy the background. Hope you enjoy the music. Most importantly, I hope you enjoy each other. Have a great night. We got alien here. We need alien sounds. Fried out bumpy on a hippie trail, head full of aliens. I met a strange lady, she made me nervous. She took me in and she gave me breakfast. And she said, "Do you come from a land down under? Women glow, women plunder. Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Buy bread from a man in Brussels. You're 6'4" and full of alien muscles. I said, "Do you speak my language?" He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. And he said, "I come from a land down under, Peter's floating and chunder. Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover, 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 yeah." Dead in Bombay, with a slack jaw, not much to say. I said to the man, are you trying to tempt me? 'Cause I come from the land of plenty. And he said, come from a land down under. Women glow, women plunder. Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover, cover, a cover, a cover, a cover, till you hear from a land down under. Women glow, women plunder. Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover, cover, cover. And in place to write the wire in, I'll come back again, torching time, talking rhymes, and I'll come back again. Hey! Would you like to play with the thought of a friend in a distant passing stage while you lie around with your hands up and out, so resigned you will fall down while you around here play wild on the One-Man far away. While you around here play, the days keep scribbling themselves in tidy lines. Would you like to play with a fool holding hands with the one-eyed jack of spades, while on the deck they sing? All of the captain's cards are kings still. He and the queen are lost at sea, and I hope it is you and me. And I'll be back around again. Yes, I'll walk in time with you, old friend, and we'll find that place that we had danced in so long ago. And in place to write the wine, I'll be back again, torching time, talking rhymes again. I'll come back again with this resign, the letter I'll sign. Yeah. All right, my DMB brother came here to hang for a little bit. Okay, I wish your kings luck. I'm also keeping an eye on the World Series right now, too. It's a screen that's over there under the screen in front of me, so I'm watching that too. But yes, may your Kings score goals, unless they're playing the Kraken. Michael, my brother, thank you. You've already done way too much, my friend. All right, well, I do not have a set list tonight. So feel free to give me your requests, and I'll also just kind of look through my song list and see what catches my attention. Yeah, Michael, the joke has been since you were last here and you gave all of those super chats that you have been paying for our mortgage, and we really appreciate it. Seriously, friends, don't feel like you have to give me any super chats. I'm just happy you're here, truly. But thank you for that. Thank you so much. was cleaning the ash from the fire, putting the party away, helping out all of my lost friends. What's up, Roland? To see the light of day, feeling the wind through the windows. Sometimes it crashed through the wall, seems like it comes out of nowhere. There's no warning at all. Sometimes a river runs dry. Sometimes a river runs high. Well, I was making my way through a movie, finding it hard to decide. Sometimes it hits without warning and turns me over inside, making a stab in the darkness, wearing a hole in the floor. Suddenly everything changes. You're not the same as before. Sometimes a river runs dry. Sometimes a river runs high. Danced in my dream in a white dress, watched from the top of the stairs. I woke up looking to find you, but you were not there. 17 hours of driving, but that's not a surprise. World's all heavy with traffic. They're never good at goodbyes. No, we were never good at goodbyes. Sometimes a river runs dry. Sometimes a river runs high. Tori Amos. By the way, I love Tori Amos. I've never learned that song. One Eskimo? No, I've always loved her music. I don't know it very well. I'm just kind of in awe of her as an artist. We're talking about Tori Amos here. She's just one of those that came onto the scene and was just kind of felt like, this is gonna sound wrong, but like it felt like she was like making love with her piano. Like she's so into like what she does, and she writes just beautiful songs. So yeah. Oh, you saw her live? Oh, really? Oh man, that'd be amazing. I've had friends who've seen her live. Thanks again, brother, for all the super chats. Thanks. Okay, it's in the 8th inning of the World Series, and what I'm going to do is when it hits the 9th inning, I'm going to go. I'm not going to stop the stream, but I'm going to get up and go watch the 9th inning, and then I'll return to the stream just because it's fun to see a team win a championship. It's 2 outs. 2 outs. Stirring my coffee, I thought of you and turned to the gate. On my way, came up with the answers. I scratched my head and the answers were gone. Hand to hand, wrist to the elbow, red blood sand. Could Dad be God? Crosses cross hung out like a wet rag. I give you wine, you hung me out to dry. And maybe I'm a little crazy, but laughing out loud make the pain pass by. And maybe you're a little crazy, but laughing out loud make it all subside. Holding, we're going to hold there. The top of the 9th inning is about to start, where the Blue Jays might win the World Series. So will you guys hang on just a little bit and let me go watch this, and then I'll come back and play more music. Okay, pause. Okay, sorry about that. I thought the game was gonna be over, and was not. I'm talking about the World Series. If you're just tuning in, guy on the Dodgers hit a home run to tie it, and I don't want to sit there and watch anymore. So, don't tell my Canadian in-laws. And also, I need to turn off my phone because you're hearing me back. Okay, there we go. All right. Dozer Audio. Hello. Probably some other people showed up while I was gone. Oh yeah. VR Ken. Welcome, friends. I pulled into Nashville, Tennessee, but you wouldn't even come around to see me. Since you're heading up to Carolina, you know I'm gonna be right there behind you. 'Cause I always have to steal my kisses from you. 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 Love to feel that warm southern rain. To hear it fall is the sweetest sounding thing. See it fall on your simple country dress. It's like heaven to me, I must confess. Always have to steal my kisses from you. 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 I've been hanging around you for days. When you lean in, you just turn your head away. Oh, no, you didn't mean that. That's the way you think, but I hate the way you act. 'Cause I always have to steal my kisses from you. 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 Steal my kisses from you. Always have to 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 steal my kisses from you. Like a shipwreck, cold at dawn, you're feeling so intrigued. The hurt eats at your every thought, your heart in every need. Smile would be so hard to crack, laugh not well deserved. Your hand stops every bit of happiness. The lesson is well learned. Don't worry about life's troubles. Oh, don't worry about life's troubles. harder than it seems. The magic touch of eternal bliss, better golden gleams. Ferocious like a lion's, yeah. These habits need to stop. Pertain yourself beyond your thought, and God will turn this plot. Don't worry about life's troubles. Oh, don't worry about life's troubles. Thanks, everybody. That was the first song I ever wrote. Back in 1998, I think. 97, 98. Oh, thanks, man. It's funny that I wrote a bunch of songs back then. I've talked about this before, but when I was in my teens and my 20s, I was a very cool kid to hang around, but I was very much a fundamentalist Christian. And so a lot of this stuff, I was like in the heyday of like just writing back then, but it was so evangelical, like all the lyrics, that I could never play. I would never play it today because those songs don't like, I'm not in that space anymore. And so it'd be really not genuine for me to try to play some of those songs. But that was one of those songs that kind of like crept through the years. And it's also one of the ones that friends who heard me play it back then, like anytime I talk to them today, they're like, dude, do you still play Arabian Lion? So it makes me laugh because it was definitely like written in that era of my life, of my music life. But it's a fun song. It's also changed a lot over the years. Part of it was, and I think probably Michael might be one of the only ones to get this because I'm going to give a Dave Matthews reference because I was hugely into Dave Matthews at that point in my life. I mean, his songwriting, his playing, everything was very much influencing that. And that song is a lot, the original version was basically the same beat of this song called Two Step by Dave Matthews, which is like this. Hey, my love, do you believe that we might last? Hey, last. Can you hear the same marching thing? Like that whole thing. So that was like a huge influence on that. I probably shouldn't tell people that just so they think that I like came up with that idea. But the truth is like we're all just vacuums in this world that are sucking up inspiration and sucking up all these influences and all this kind of stuff, and it filters in there. So there you go. All right. Okay. Yeah, like a train fire. That's a great way of saying it. Yeah. Michael, someday, dude, you and I are going to go to a DMB concert together. If that means I have to fly to Dallas, I hope you have a couch I can sleep on, because we need to do that together when they actually go to Dallas at some point. All right. Let me see here. All right. So Dozer requested this song, but this is actually me and my buddy Mitchell on here. This song is for him, but thanks for bringing that up. Except it needs to be way tuned. If you don't know, the Goo Goo Dolls, Johnny, is it Resnick? Is that his last name? Johnny Resnick, or Renzik? I don't know what his last name is. So it's funny, I was hearing a Rick Beato interview with him, I think it was Rick Beato, on YouTube, and he was talking about songwriting. And one of the reasons that it's difficult to learn how to really play Goo Goo Doll songs is they play in crazy tunings on the guitar. I mean, all the big songs you know. I mean, for the most part, a lot of the big songs like Iris and Name that I'm about to play, these songs are all in crazy tuning. This is a little guitar lesson for everybody. So the usual standard tuning for a guitar starting on the lowest string is E, A, D, G, B, E, going up the strings. E, A, D, G, B, E. This song is in D, A, D, A, A, E. And so a lot of people struggle to learn their songs because they don't want to tune their guitars there. In fact, I've broken strings trying to tune to some of these tunings. So people either learn fake versions of it or they just don't play the songs. Because I can't tell you how many times over the years since the 90s I've been asked to play Iris. Like all of the time, play Iris. And so, Mitchell came on here. Mitchell has been such a huge support for me. He literally, I think, comes to almost every one of my live streams, which I so appreciate, my friend. And he was like, dude, you should really, kind of said, learn a Goo Goo Dolls tune. And I was like, okay, I'll try. Well, I've had this is my little travel guitar. I sometimes bring it to shows when I play out, mostly as a backup. But I tuned to the Name tuning, and have just left it ever since I play this tune, it seems like a lot at this point. So, yeah. So we'll play it. Oh, yeah, Alien. I said the Goo Goo Folks were a punk band. It's true, they were a punk band. That's why it's the Goo Goo Dolls. It's like one of the most punk names ever. And then they were like, you know what? If we write music that could be put in 90s romance movies and played at every high school prom and wedding, we're way better off. And by golly, they did. Okay, here we go. I've told you all the story about me seeing the Goo Goo Dolls, right? I'll tell it quickly after I get done with this song. Even though the moment passed me by, I still can't turn away. 'Cause the dreams you thought you never lose get tossed along the way. Letters that you never meant to send get lost or thrown away. And now we're grown-up orphans that never knew their names. We don't belong to no one, that's a shame. You could hide beside me, maybe for a while, and I won't tell no one your name, and I won't tell your name. And scars and souvenirs you never lose, the past is never far. Did you lose yourself somewhere out there? Did you get to be a star? And don't it make you sad to know that life is more than who we are? Grew up way too fast and now there's nothing to believe. Reruns all become our history. A tired song keeps playing on a tired radio, and I won't tell no one your name, and I won't tell your name. Yes, you are awesome. You are a star, buddy. I think about you all the time, but I don't need the same. It's lonely where you are, and I won't tell your name. Or something like that. I didn't complete a thought when I was telling you guys about these alternate tunings. First of all, the last two strings are A and E, so it's D, A, D, A, A, E. That's the tuning, starting on the low string. D, A, D, A, A, E. The reason that Johnny put it in those tunings is he literally didn't know how to play guitar. And he put the guitar in a tuning that would be the easiest way to play. So if you tune your guitar to those tunings, the songs are pretty easy, actually. They're kind of one and two note finger songs. So that's a little that trick. But the quick story, I'm sure I've told this story on here before, but it's kind of too funny to not tell again. Sorry, I had to check the score. Still 4-4. I saw the Goo Goo Dolls at the height of their fame in the 90s. I was living in Cincinnati. I was in high school, and they would do this the street festival in downtown Cincinnati, where thanks Coco Loco, appreciate it, love you too, buddy. Where they'd get a bunch of pretty good size bands, and at the time, it was the boom of the 90s alternative and radio, and of course there was like boy bands rising at that time too, but there was like all the Everclear and Goo Goo Dolls and who else, Matchbox 20, all these bands, anyway, Michael, buddy, thanks, man. Anyway, they had the Goo Goo Dolls come, and it's like a 3-day festival. I don't even know if this festival still goes. I don't think it still goes on in Cincinnati. But anyway, Goo Goo Dolls headlined. I remember it was a Friday night. Headlined it, and they put on a great show. I mean, the streets were packed. And we were right there. Me and my buddy were like standing right there watching it. They put on a great show. And we noticed throughout the show that the bass player was definitely inebriated. I mean, clearly. He was enjoying himself more than anybody. And he was all over the place. And their last song, it had to be one of their big songs. I don't know what song it was. But it was a song where it was kind of like a rocking song. And the bass player, he was kind of this heavy set guy. He was from our perspective, he looked kind of like a short, heavy set guy. And he had this gigantic, tall amp. Bass amps are like super tall. And he somehow decided to climb up on top. And maybe he had done this move before, but he decided to climb up on top. And we're like all like watching this short guy like climb up on top of this bass cabinet. We're like, what is he doing? And like right on the last note, he timed it where he jumped off the bass cabinet, did like, the bass cabinet looked like it was like 6 feet, 7 feet tall. Like it was pretty high up. Did like a David Lee Roth like split in the air, like one of like, I can't do it, but like a split. And then landed, and right in front of all of us, compound fractured his leg. His leg just bent, like clearly broken. And all of us were like, oh, dude. And a bunch of like side stage people came off and like kind of helped him out. But to his credit, he wheeled himself out with an air cast for the encore and like played the rest of the encore, bass, wheelchair, and finished the gig. And yeah, I don't know if the bone was out. I think he was like wearing pants. But I was like, total respect, man. You talk about a dude who's like committed to the craft. If I would have done that, first of all, doing that in front of a bunch of people, I would have never done it. I'm scared of heights. But if I would have done it and I would have like compound fractured my leg in front of thousands of people, that would have crippled me for life. Like that's the only thing I would have thought of every single day of, every minute of every day is just the fact that like in front of thousands of people, I compound fractured my leg. But that dude did not care. And he picked himself up and he came out and he friggin' probably played Iris. And they killed it. Yeah. So anyway, it was like one of the most horrific things. But I saw so many great bands during that era. Because, we had in if anybody's familiar with Cincinnati, they have some okay music venues. They have their main amphitheater is called Riverbend Amphitheater, or at least it was back then. And that's when I first saw Dave in '97. But I saw the band Live, Lightning Crashes. Saw them. Saw Everclear in Cincinnati. First got to see Bela Fleck and the Flecktones. I think I saw Seven Mary 3, Cumbersome. You know that song, Cumbersome? Let me find it. I used to know it. Calls me Goliath and I wear the deadly mask. I guess the stones are coming too fast for her now. I like to believe this nervousness will pass. All the stones that are thrown are building up a wall. I have become cumbersome to this world. I have become cumbersome to my girl. I like to believe we could reconcile the past, resurrect those bridges with an ancient glance. But my old stone face can't seem to break it down. She remembers bridges and burns them to the ground. I have become cumbersome to this world. I have become cumbersome to my girl. One time I stubbed my toe while I was playing guitar in my living room, and I bailed on the rest of my set. That's so funny. Free Alien, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. It's good seeing you again, man. I hope you keep coming back. And I'm sure there's no truth to you having to go practice to keep up with me. It's probably the reverse. Oh, by the way, I meant to say this to you guys, and I've said this before. If you are, first of all, if you're somewhat of a musician, if you're watching my live streams, pick up your instrument and play with me. And let me know that you're playing with me, because I'll literally do breaks and give you solo spots if you want to just practice soloing while you play with me. One of my strengths, there's probably my biggest strength as a musician is me rhythmically. I'm a strong rhythm guy, and so it's really a good to practice with me. So I would highly recommend you do that, and let me know if you're playing spoons. Grab some spoons, play some spoons with me. I want people to play with me. I want you guys to, or if you're not playing an instrument, draw while I'm playing. Create with me. And if you just want to watch, that's totally cool. But that makes me even happier to know that you all are also creating on the other end. Because I just think that that's such a cool image. We can't see each other, but we kind of know that you guys can see me, but we can, create at the same time. I love doing that. Oh, thanks, Mitchell. Michael, nobody's going to get our DMB jokes, dude. I got that joke, the Jimmy Thing joke. Jimmy Thing is a song that Dave Matthews Band plays, and it's kind of actually loathed at this point by the audience because for tours, they just played it all of the time. And they would take these incredibly long solo breaks in it. And, fans kind of over the years were just like, oh, that's like a pee break song. Back in like the 90s and 2000s, that song was like a banger. And then they kind of turned it into this like hokey ending and all of that. That's where that joke's coming from that he's telling me. Yeah. Coco Loco, you play Cajun drum. Oh yeah, because I offended you drummers the other day when I was responding to a troll about drums or something like that. So yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna play one more song. My God, like probably 20 minutes of this was me just away from this watching the World Series, which I'm not even sure if it's still going on, but, oh, hey, what's up, Justin? You snuck in here, dude. Great to see you, brother. Okay, let me rave about my East Coast brother from another mother, Justin, who is Captain Clark. He did his first live stream, and I realized I hadn't subscribed to him because it was so long ago when he subscribed to me, and I had no idea he was like a musician. I tried to subscribe to my musician friends on here, and so he did like a live stream. I had no idea, but I went back and watched it. So fun, dude. You are. I immediately, when I saw you, I was like, oh, he listens to Keller Williams. You play guitar very much like Keller Williams, and who's a huge influence on me as a looper guy, and that's a compliment. Really cool. Yeah, it sounds like like either put the mic more in front of you or turn up the mic so we can hear your lovely voice. But you just had great energy. I just love seeing people do this for the first time when they're not these like grizzled, old, polished guys like me on here who have been doing this for a while. Like, I love the new, fresh energy. And you brought it, man. And you were so vulnerable. It was great. I really, really enjoyed it. Really, really enjoyed it. It was really cool. I hope you keep doing more. And pick my brain as much as you want, buddy, about doing these live streams. I'm happy to help in whatever way I can. Okay, what should we do for our very last song of the evening? What should we do? Why don't we do it? Why don't we do a little bit of a jam? Yeah, Justin, I'm not sure your mic was too low. It looked like to me you weren't singing into your mic. Like a lot of times I could see your face outside of the mic. I don't know how directional your mic is, but because at times it would pick you up, because you would like get in front of your mic. So I'm not sure it was the volume of your mic. I think it may have been like, I think you may have been like away from your mic, but I'd have to be there to see it. So, all right. Oh, last thing I was going to tell you. Sorry, if you follow my channel at this point, the later it gets in the night, the more ADHD I get. I've had many people request this of me over the years, not necessarily on here, but either in real life, like when I'm at shows, or when I used to stream in some other places. But I often get people who ask if I teach looping. And I've taught different people how to loop over the years, but never like in an official way. I've always like kind of did it as a friend thing. I'm batting around the idea of giving loop lessons. It would be, it would be great to, if people want to learn like how I'm doing all this kind of stuff. This would be way better to pitch after I did a song where I looped to like pitch this. But it's a thing I'm thinking of doing. So if anybody's interested, if you want to like know how to further your looping or whatever, we can talk. I'd be interested, or if you know of anybody, because I have had people over the years ask me about like, dude, can you like teach me how to do what you do? So I don't know how I mean, it would have to be over Zoom, obviously, if it's people who don't live close to me, but or like FaceTime or something like that. But we could do it, and I'm just kind of throwing that out there to see if anybody's interested in that, and if it's of interest, contact me on Instagram, or my email address is info@robgregerson.com. And I would it'd be something that I would be willing to do. So, okay, plugs over. Plugs are over. Wasn't even what I was going to do, but it's a good idea. All the doors and let you out into the world. Closing time. Turn all of the lights on over every boy and every girl. Closing time. One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can stay here. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. Closing time. Time for you to go out to the places you will be from. Closing time. This room won't be open till your brothers or your sisters gone. So gather up your jackets, moving to the exits. Hope you have found a friend. Closing time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Yeah, I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. closing time. Time for you to go out to the places you will be from. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. Closing time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Hi, Johnny. BVK, great recommendation. Thanks, everybody. I might be planning on coming back tomorrow morning is the aim, or late morning, early afternoon. So that's the plan for tomorrow. Anyway, thank you for hanging with me. This felt like it was really kind of off the rails tonight, and one more song. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. I mean, you did give me a super chat. I feel like I really do need to do one more song. Oh, no way. Are the Gabriels here? Hey. Hi, friends. Okay, we'll do 2 more songs. Because I saw 2 good requests. Oh, look at how she listens. She says nothing of what she thinks. She just goes stumbling through her memories, staring out onto Gray Street. But she thinks, hey, how did I come to this? I dreamed myself 1,000 times around the world, but I can't get out of this place. Oh, there's an emptiness inside her, and she'd do anything to fill it in. But all the colors mixed together to gray. Breaks her heart. Oh, how she wishes it was different. She prays to God most every night, and she swears she doesn't listen. There's still a hope in her, he might. She says, I pray, but oh, they fall on deaf ears. Am I supposed to take it on myself to get out of this place? Oh, there's a loneliness inside her, and she'd do anything to fill it in. And though it's red blood bleeding from her now, feels like cold blue ice in her heart. When all the colors mix together to gray. Oh, there's a stranger that speaks outside her door. Says take what you can from your dreams. Make them as real as anything. Oh, it take the work out of the courage. But she says please. There's a crazy man that's creeping outside my door. I live on the corner of great streets and the end of the world. Oh, there's an emptiness inside her, and she'd do anything to fill it in. And though it's red blood bleeding from her heart, feels like cold blue ice in her heart. She feels like kicking out all the windows and setting fire to this life. She could change everything about her using colors bold and bright, but all the colors mixed together to gray. And it breaks her heart. And it breaks her heart. And it breaks her heart. Everybody put on your cap and gowns. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your Robblehead life. Take the photographs and still frames in your mind and hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's like I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. Hope you had the time of your life. BVK, it's funny that you mentioned RoboCop or Robocop. I don't know if anybody listens to the podcast, The Rewatchables. It's The Ringer and Bill Simmons. It's one of my favorite podcasts, and they did RoboCop recently, and I had not seen it since like late '80s, maybe early '90s. Super fun movie. Super fun movie. Really, really 80s, but like really, really cool. Oh, you guys are great. I'm gonna call it there. Thank you again. Oh my God. That's too kind of you all. Thanks for all the super chats. All of you. Appreciate it. Really, really, really appreciate it, as always. I get to, you know, I, I when I come up here and do these live streams, as I've said before, I have a fully supportive wife, but it's nice to let her know that I'm making money doing these things too, so it's not too much of a wait, you know. Not that it would be a waste of time if I wasn't making money, but you know, it's kind of nice to be like, hey, it's also like bringing in some income, which is kind of fun. Partially because I just don't expect it. So thanks. Hi E. Hello. Hi Dawn. Hi everybody. I'm so sorry. You guys show up and then I leave, but you know what? It happens. As I said, I'm going to try to be back at some point tomorrow. And then next week, next Friday, I've got a gig at Silverleaf, which I tend to have success doing the live streams there. So I'll probably live stream that gig at Silverleaf next Friday. But I'll play, leading up to that. And then the following week, I have a couple gigs. I've got a Commonwealth gig actually coming up again. That's that place with the gigantic stage, which will be fun too. And then the other thing, and then over the Thanksgiving week, I won't be here because we're driving to LA, so I won't be here over the Thanksgiving week. But there should be a lot of live streaming over November. Thanks again, friends. I appreciate it. It's so cool to see this channel really growing pretty quickly over this past week. And that a huge part of that is all of your help, especially all the mods here who have, put out the word and helped maintain this channel. So I really appreciate you all, and thanks for inviting people here. And we'll connect, gather as Robbleheads Inc. tomorrow. See you, everybody. Oh, I'll probably